Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, what a way to start off a video.
No, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna cut.
No, keep it in, keep it
No, I'm
in.
not gonna.
Dude,
Oh
nah,
no, you already picked
okay.
audio. Unfortunate.
No, it's fine, don't worry
Welcome to the
about it.
first episode of the Variety of Life podcast. First episode. Let's go. Scoffed podcast time.
But, I wouldn't say scuffed. I,
Yeah, you're right. Trainwreck.
abomination.
Yes.
Armageddon.
Armageddon. I wouldn't go that far. I think you have to lower
well,
your audio down further.
hold on.
You're
There.
good now. Probably.
Hi,
Hopefully.
hello. Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Another audio test. Hold on. Ah!
Oh, you don't peak now.
Okay, well, good thing.
Just almost peak.
Almost. All right. That's like perfect. I don't think anyone else is gonna complain about it.
It's probably gonna be complained about
No.
by me when I edit.
Don't worry. I'll put on noise suppression. Don't worry about it.
It's
Hold
fine.
on.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Oh no! Stop! Don't! You got louder.
Oh well.
You peaked saying okay. Why does noise suppression make you louder? So dumb.
I don't think that's what noise suppression is supposed to do.
It's
I think
not.
Discord should fix that.
Just maybe.
I think noise suppression just sucks. I remember
Probably.
Wheatley going into a call, and we asked him to put on noise suppression because we kept hearing his dad in the background, but it did the opposite.
Oh yeah, it
It
cut him
thought-
out, right?
Yeah, cut
I think
him
I was
out,
there.
and it's just dad just talking. He's trying to talk it to them.
Discord wanted to
phone.
hear the story, man. Come on. They're listening in.
Just one time where Discord automatically put on noise suppression for everyone, which is I don't see the point in that.
You
Just
know,
makes everything
so
worse.
you know the Among Us thing, the Among Us meme, where people started looking at things that look like their crewmate.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just looked over, saw something, and immediately thought Among Us, and
Okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna
I
stop
think
existing.
everyone's mentality today is ruined.
I really disliked the Among Us memes as well. Not exactly sure why. I just didn't like them.
Pain. It's just pain. You can't. There's no other word to describe it but pain. I never understood it, but I guess when you keep, it's like 727 for us.
Haha, what's your reference?
It's
Haha.
we see the number. It's like 69 as well.
Yeah,
we
it's
see
like
the
you
number,
can't unsee it once you've learned it.
Yeah, once you've but then it also gets tiring.
Yeah. Lord Almighty.
But I think it's gonna last
There we
for a
go.
long time because I think
Probably.
kids,
Yeah, probably.
younger kids.
Same with the sheesh meme. It was so overused, especially at I can't say especially, but as well as at my school. And it got so annoying.
So I'm surprised that no one in my school, everyone in my school, in this high school, is very chill. Even online, I mean, except for some of them where we don't talk about them. When we talk, they don't do that.
I feel bad for one of my friends at school because her brother was one of the kids who did that the most and she hated it.
Oh, my brother, he said sheesh once, and it woke me up. That was my alarm, and I was awake for the rest of the day.
Came out of a coma.
He said sheesh once. I woke up, and that was it. That was the last straw, dude. I sucker punched.
No.
No, I didn't.
No.
But I said, don't say that.
There was a couple good memes that I saw that came out of it, but that's about it.
The
Same
old
with the
guy
Among
saying
Us.
sheesh. The old Asian dude saying sheesh. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Saw one, the sheesh harmony. That was good.
There was a video talking about how, I think, what's it, Gen Z or something? How kids today make friends.
Oh, I saw that last night. It was so annoying. I can't.
But it was true. You can't.
It is true. And I'm glad I'm not a kid right now. That's all I can say.
Name the 5 games you play: Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite. What else came out of it?
Um.
Chupapi Munyan Yo. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
whatever that.
that's right.
Where did that come from? I
I
never
don't
heard of
know.
that.
That's the first time I've heard about that.
That's the first time I heard about that. I know I'm not old, but at the same time I feel old because I don't understand any of these.
You're gonna
And
get
my
back
sister
pain
knows
tomorrow.
them. Oh, okay. Well,
Already
wheelchair
50 years
time.
old.
Wheelchair. I need to.
You can get a wheelchair.
Yeah, I got. I live in an apartment. I need a wheelchair, dude. What do I do? There's no elevator. I think
Just
that's.
get really good at doing wheelies.
Yeah. That would work. Yeah.
I was with my friend in his car listening to a comedy.
Yeah.
This guy was talking about how his girlfriend said you should live every day like the last. So we started sitting on a chair, looking out the window and coughing a lot.
What's wrong with you guys?
It,
Hey,
it was
wait.
good.
That's like that would be part of a sitcom. That's like something in The Office. They would put that scene there. Oh,
Yeah, they would.
start coughing in the chair. Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
wanted to talk about Brandon Ferris a little bit, and then I have a story.
His mom is also crazy. I remember seeing her in a video. Her doing the same stuff as he does.
It's it's
Runs in the
pretty
family.
fun to watch, but you've got to feel bad for him, honestly.
You know, he doesn't portray that much emotion, so you can't really read him.
Yeah, but there's so
It's
much cleanup.
how to basic.
At least how to basics not filling his entire house with water.
Egg. Egg.
I feel like egg is a lot easier to clean up than what was that video where he had what is it? Like the huge gallon water thing? The
Oh.
gallons of water that he filled
Yeah,
with
well, he has
soap,
to dry up. Yeah, he has to dry everything up. Yeah,
especially so it doesn't get sticky.
and at least how to basic like is in an open area. Like
Yeah, and
sometimes, like yeah.
then I'm Brendan Ferris made the series where he kept popping water balloons in his room.
Oh my god. I think like how to basic is more known because his titles are literally like how to.
How to is
So people
the
are gonna
most searched phrase on
yeah.
YouTube.
So they're literally gonna watch his videos, and if those type of people that don't watch the whole video first, like, I feel bad for them because they're following his instructions along the way. Next thing you know, he has like eggs everywhere. Oh, when did he start his channel? How to basic.
That's a good question.
How to basic. Face reveal. Hello. 2011.
Oh wow.
What's wrong with you?
I mean, that's
How to
kind of what
speak.
YouTube was during that time. Just random videos.
And it still works. One of the last remaining YouTubers, except for Charlie.
Yeah, one of the
Charlie.
last remaining wasn't changed. Yeah, watch that whole video about how Charlie is one of the last remaining.
Yeah, I saw that. I was playing Minecraft. I didn't listen to any of it. I just had it in the background.
Nice.
But yeah, you can't really do much to someone that's. Ah, crap! I put rubber bands in the shape of the crewmate.
Ow.
Whoops.
You know, we're both playing with rubber bands right now.
Oh
I've
yeah.
still got the bag.
I'm just tangling them.
Have you ever tried to make a rubber band ball?
I never understood those. How do you make those?
I don't know.
You don't
Because
know either.
I only had those one-sized, like the really big ones.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to make those
So unless I
balls.
started tying them in a knot, I just couldn't do it. I'm gonna try that right now. Hold on.
Oh, I remember when rubber bands were banned in my class in like fourth
Really?
grade, fifth or fourth, because some kid, he, I don't know what happened. I guess he was playing with rubber bands, and then somehow the rubber band hit someone beside him and gave them a bruise in their eye. So like
Oh.
it got banned. I mean, it didn't really affect me because, well, I thought rubber bands were stupid, and I thought I was cool because I played Roblox. But that was, that was it. They
Yeah,
banned
I'm gonna
rubber
get
bands.
popular for playing Roblox, brother.
I mean, it did work. Everyone started to play Roblox
Yeah.
in the whole class. I'm
Man, I
still friends with
remember
them too.
playing Roblox in 2011.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
It
My
looked
memories of it is so stupid.
like
Are so stupid.
I thought it was a Lego game because of the style from everything.
I saw Roblox because of this one SpongeBob video. It was like it had stupid in the title, and I wanted to search up the game. So I searched up the actual video name, but I thought I would get in trouble because I thought stupid was a bad word. What was it? Stupid SpongeBob game on Roblox. Stupid SpongeBob game Roblox. I remember this. This is really old. Nah, of course I can't find it because, well, damn, it's an old video.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
But it was basically one of those games where you can morph into the characters, and I thought it was pretty cool because I saw the Lego textures or the little circles, the
Yeah.
bricks on the ground. So I was like, oh, this is a cool Lego game.
I
I
know
didn't know
how I
the name.
found Roblox
How?
because me and my brother liked playing Beyblade, and I
Yeah,
was trying to find what is it? Like baybattles.com or something.
yeah.
The site's not up now. They changed it to promote their mobile game.
Bro.
But one of the other results was a Roblox Beyblade game.
Wait, what was it called? What was it called? I think I played it.
I don't know. There were so many different versions of it.
Let
And I
me go to my
remember
Roblox.
watching the video. I'm like, oh, this is the most awesome thing ever. And I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, can I play Roblox?
Oh my god.
And because I was still really young at that time and she knew a lot more about the internet and about all the scams and viruses that were running around on the internet at that
There.
time,
Yeah.
she had to look into it. But she did let me play Roblox after that. That's the first time I played a computer game.
Oh.
And I just remember playing Tornado Alley just
I
on, what was it? On Thanksgiving. My grandparents were over, and me and my siblings took turns playing it the whole time.
Interesting. Wow. I don't remember the game. I'm trying to look for the game right now. Beyblade. Um, do you remember what the goal was or what you basically had to do?
I think you just got to pick a Beyblade, and then there were like 3 or 4 arenas. You just launched your Beyblade into it.
I played one that was like you had different stages, and in each one there's different. What do you call those? Like Beyblade dummies.
Oh,
And you would
okay.
get stronger along the way, and then when you're at a certain level, you go to the next one, train there, and you can 1v1 people.
Right.
But it was completely broken because there were a lot of exploits, so it wasn't that good. But I still had fun, somewhat. I think
Oh,
the game got taken down.
I just looked up Roblox Beyblade game, and there's like new ones that look really good.
Yeah, I
But I
did the same
remember
thing.
it being such an old. It looked old for the like 2011 even.
I might have to go to my Builder1244 account. I gotta log out of this Leon place. How do I log in? Oh, log in. There you go. Builder1244 log in. I I remember going through my Facebook and seeing like really old um what's it called? Oh wait, what's this? Beyblade Adventures. Here it is. I found the game. Yeah, I saw really old Roblox footage and screenshots. There were a lot of them were on like Minecraft clones.
Okay.
Okay, this game has been moved.
Yeah, I remember wanting Minecraft so much that I would look up the Minecraft clones on Roblox, and I found one where you could just build with Minecraft blocks, and I would play that for hours.
Was it like plots as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was same for me. It was all plots.
I ended up playing it so much that I enjoyed building in that um almost more than when I actually did get Minecraft. Because I
Oh
remember we
my
had
god.
Minecraft, and I would still play that game.
Yeah,
You
let's see.
remember listening to those 10-hour remixes of songs?
Yeah, I remember listening to them in my sleep.
Oh, I used to do that while building or just playing survival, and I don't know how I could listen to the same song for so long. Because I remember one day I played for like 5 hours straight listening to that. I don't know how I didn't get annoyed.
Hmm.
It was just a different time back then.
Dude, I can't find them. Oh, whatever. I give up. What is this? Oh. Let me go through my oldest Roblox account. Let's see what I played. I still have 2 Robux on this account. Can I like transfer that over, please?
Just set up a
Steve
Steve?
Steve 57534 was my old Roblox account.
Oh, I got into a game with somebody named Guest One.
Oh,
It was it was interesting.
was
Because I don't know if that was actually a guest or an account. Because I never checked.
when did they get rid of guests?
2016, I want to say. I remember playing as a guest, and then I found another guest that we just hung out the entire time, but we couldn't friend each other. And it was really
You
sad because they
you
were
just
so nice.
unlocked a hidden memory.
I
I
wonder what they're
forgot that
doing now.
guests. They made a versus Roblox guest on as a mod. What the hell? In Friday Night Funkin'. What the hell? That looks cool. Guess the new guests are bacon hairs.
Oh yeah, that's right. Man, I don't know.
Minus Craft Block Gaming.
The bacon hair. Oh, ow, that hurt. Just snapped a rubber band and hit my pinky. I remember the shirt that the guests use now. Um, I don't think it cost. It might have been free. That or it costed like 10 or 100 ticks. But I remember putting that on with my Yolt shirt, and
Cool.
I thought it looked so cool. Then I stopped playing yeah, Roblox. A couple of years later, the bacon hairs have that on their shirt.
Oh my god.
So I thought with my little kid brain, I made Roblox use this shirt.
What? You genius.
I am very smart.
You
I'm
you
not
made
sure why I
everyone.
thought that, but I was so happy because I thought Roblox saw my account. They were like, yes, that's a
Yes,
good shirt.
take the kid's idea. He's a
Steal
genius.
his idea.
I'm playing a Minecraft clone on Roblox right now, and holy crap, this is way better than what it was before, cause it's actually like open world.
Oh, nice.
And you remember that thing on? I streamed one of these games on stream
Yeah, I
on
remember
Twitch,
watching it.
and you thought you had to switch the game to Minecraft, but it was actually Roblox still.
It
Yeah, these
looked
games are
really
like
good.
really good. Yeah, these games are really good. But they get taken down a lot, obviously, because well,
Mine
Minecraft being Minecraft.
almost in Minecraft development. Roblox games are insanely good now. There's like entire game development team. I can't remember the specific word. Like
Companies,
almost companies, dev teams
dev
making games
teams, I
for
guess.
Roblox that actually profit. Despite the I can't
I guess
remember
like
any of the words for this. Despite conversion rates being so bad, because you buy $100 worth of Robux, spend all of that on a game, and if the creators of that game go and try to turn that back into money, they only get like
money.
$24.
Yeah,
Monetization, that's what it's called. The game
just think,
monetization is so bad.
dude. What else is on like Roblox? And in the midst of those games, it's just simulators that kids are
Yeah.
attracted to. Bloxburg is still. I thought Bloxburg would be free. But
Really?
no, you still gotta pay 25.
I'm surprised that's still up actually.
Yeah. It's even the
Tycoons
front
were so
page.
much fun though.
90.5, like 90,000 people play Bloxburg right now.
Jeez.
SCP games are also popular. Um, Adopt Me is not here right now. Wait. Oh, now it is. I'm not looking at the right section. Two 270,000 people playing Adopt Me. The second one is 38,000. What? Hello? These guys are crazy. And of course, Friday Night Funkin' is 46,000.
I
Too bad
remember
Roblox. Oh god.
I remember when Friday Night Funkin' was first getting popular, and then people on Roblox saw that and started making games, but it was
Yeah.
just a reskin of a different type of game.
Ooh,
And
wait, we should go.
I was kind of
Uh,
disappointed because I wanted to see what FNF on Roblox would actually look like.
It's actually really cool right now. Like, there's different types. There's Funky Friday and something vibin'. One of them has really good graphics and animations. Too bad they can't put every mod and every song in it.
Yeah.
One thing about the FNF community, or the game itself, like it's fine. Everything has its own little charm, but the modding community is just something else. Have you seen the FNF HD mod where they
Yeah.
just So the creator of that mod, uh, FNF
I
HD.
was playing it a little bit and I enjoyed the some of the gimmicks they added to it even.
Yeah. So the creator of the HD mod is completely. His morals are just wrong. I forgot what he did, but uh, let's just say his apology was completely forced. And in the middle of that, at the end of his apology, he advertised his own mod.
I'm not
What did he
surprised,
do?
honestly.
What did he? I
A
forgot
lot
what
of
he.
creators that get outed are exactly like that. They don't care. It only matters to them that they got caught, and they want to like minimize the damages.
Yeah.
I think people who get so much fame, and not specifically for the HD mod creator, but creators who will get so much fame and even fortune that comes with that, it will definitely go to their head. You know, the old saying, money will change you.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, though, since it's not just you act in a movie, you get money. It's you can actively put out whatever you want without contracts. It'll turn you into a control freak, change the way you perceive things.
It's just wrong. Yeah.
especially people who go into that with that kind of mentality. It'll
Yeah,
just like amplify it to an insane amount.
it's just unfortunate. Just everything in general. What else happened in this community? The creators of different mods with just. I mean, This isn't as severe as the FNF HD creator, but like, I still got to complain about this, or have to complain about this. It's just charting in these mods.
Oh yeah,
Some of them is very,
overcharted or just off timed,
or
mistimed.
yeah, just be like arrows where there shouldn't be arrows,
Yeah.
especially with mid fight masses.
Some
The
of them
creator,
are really
oh, go ahead.
some of them are really fun to play, even though as a someone who plays rhythm games or 4 key games, I can tell that it's not
Yes,
properly charted.
it's just kind of, you know,
I mean, I
how do you put it? Overweighted? No, not just.
overcharted.
I guess yeah, overcharted. There's some
It's
yeah,
like the Woody
overcharted.
mod was extremely overcharted.
Oh, they remastered it.
Yeah, I saw that.
The thing wrong with the Witty mod is, of course, its patterns with the jacks and it being just timed awfully.
Yeah.
Like if you watch Etienne's 100 accuracy play, the whole chart was just off beat because
The
you can
reason
hear
why it
him.
was off beat was because of the odd BPM of all the songs. It always ended in like point 0.5 or something, and the
Oh my
charting
god.
engine wasn't edited in Kden,
Oh,
so he had to manually like switch all the timings of the songs and whatever else. And he had to learn all of that himself.
at least he like learned from
Yeah, he's a lot better at mapping
he's a
now.
lot better. But we can the other mod Midfight Masses, their creator, they're the lower difficulties for their songs, they're fine, but as they get progressively harder, it's just not a map anymore. It's just
Mashing.
mashing, exactly mashing. I don't understand. Hold on.
Yeah, the mat.
What's
You're
it?
talking about the mat ones, right?
Well, Matt, of course, is a joke, and Shaggy is as well.
Yeah.
But I'm mainly talking about the ones that they look genuinely well made. Like all the visuals, the characters, they can be loved. But the only thing that ruins everything is charting. Because you want everyone to play your game or your mod.
Have you seen the Camellia mod?
Oh yeah, I have. It's on the Roblox version of thing. Hold
The
on.
original chartings for the Camellia mod were done, I think, by someone who actually maps for 4 key games.
Yeah, one of the difficulties is called Mania.
Yeah. So
I
it's
sent you a
actually so
screenshot.
good.
For that, the screenshot I sent you, this is not how like the song sounds like. There is no triple like. How do you it? Yeah, there's nothing. Those three arrows literally mean nothing to the song. And apparently the creator is all doing it for fun and jokes, but it's literally not just for jokes. You made a mod that genuinely looks good, but you just blew it by making it unplayable, and everyone just hates it.
I
And they're not
mean,
fixing their mod either,
that
so
is his choice, but even if he did do that, there's people in the community who take mods and edit them or give them mashups. Like I saw one video of a mod concept somebody made where he took Sky HD and the normal HD and just put them togetar. It looked really
yeah,
good.
yeah. People are doing that to like this mod, but uh, with the not character, the owner's way of handling this is just saying it's all a prank. Everything is all a prank. They're not planning to change anything at all. Let me check their game banana thing. Yeah, their latest update was 3 months ago, and they're still using the scuffed engine where notes disappear before you even hit them. So you're basically playing like a mix of hidden.
Nice.
uh, you know you screwed up when your map literally has missing notes. What,
Oh, he almost just knocked something over.
bruh?
So I said I had a story I wanted to tell earlier.
Yeah, do you remember it?
Yeah, I don't think I could forget it, honestly.
Oh my god.
So yesterday, I went with my dad. What is that? The
Yeah,
art,
go ahead.
the character looks nice.
Yeah, the characters are cool.
So I went with my dad and some friends. So first it was myself, my dad, one of my friends, and a different friend and his dad. So there's 5 of us in total
Mhm.
to go fishing. We got there at 8 o'clock in the morning. There was an entire one car. This is important, by the way.
One car.
One car on the beach when we get there at 8 in the morning. We
Okay.
pay to get on the beach.
All right.
And after about an hour, the one car that was there left.
Okay.
So it's just us on the beach, all the way up and down.
Yes. Okay.
So we have our stuff set up by that time when we're fishing until fast forward 2 hours. There's a bunch of people on the beach. It's busy. It's Saturday.
Yes. Saturday. Yep.
And some people are going by. Everyone's making sure to stay out of the water where our lines are because they see that. Every
Yeah.
once in a while, there's a couple people that I have to say, hey, we've got hooks out there. And
Oh
they're
yeah.
like, okay, that's fine. And they move, right?
Yep.
Till some kid, two kids, walk diagonally from their tent to the middle of our stuff and walk straight out.
Oh my god.
And I wait because I'm thinking there's no way they don't notice
They
our
don't
entire
notice.
setup.
Yeah. Wait.
Because we
What?
have 5 fishing rods spread out, a
Spread.
big
Yeah.
canopy where we're sitting, and all of our stuff. And then they're walking out to almost where the hooks are. So I go out there and shout, hey, we're
Hey.
fishing here. I don't want you to get hooked. One of the kids swims off to the left out of our stuff, and I don't
Yeah.
see him for the rest of the day. The other kid doesn't care and he just walks up to the sandbar and he continues to swim.
Bruh.
And they're coming to get
Nice.
you. No, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Keep going.
So he ends up coming back and he has to walk diagonally back to his tent, right? So my
Yeah.
dad is standing on the end of the stuff. And when he walks past, my dad goes, hey, we have hooks out there. I don't want you to get hurt. And the kid goes, you don't have to worry about me. You don't, just whatever. And my dad says the entire time he was acting like an adult should.
Yeah.
He's like, that's okay. I just don't want you to get hurt. So I'm letting you know.
All right.
And the kid starts arguing with my dad
What?
about us being there.
What? 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 You were there for. Okay. Well.
This is 3 hours after we've been there.
Yeah. Yeah. I see no reason for him to argue.
He's
How old did you think he was?
16, 17.
What?
He's like, you don't own the beach. You can't tell me what to do.
What? I thought they would be younger.
And my
Wait.
dad is agreeing with him. Yeah, we don't own the beach. We want you to be safe. And the kid repeats that like 5 times and walks away. And I'm thinking in my head, what an idiot. And I'm sorry for saying that he's an idiot, but he really was being like that. I'm
Mm,
sure that there was a reason for him acting like that. Like maybe he was having a bad day, bad time at school that week or something.
God,
But I don't think that's a reason to go out and act
you
like that to
just
people
act like
who
that to
don't
other
want you to
people.
get
Yeah,
hurt.
they're trying to keep you safe, so at least like be
After a
grateful
while,
about
he went to get his dad, and his dad walks up to mine. I'm standing
it.
there with my friend, like, oh, I want to hear this.
Yeah. Menace, absolute menace.
So we walk up to him, and he comes down like he wants to fight.
What?
He's
What?
shouting at my dad, "Don't tell my kid what to do. You don't own the beach. This, that, and the other." My
Same thing
dad,
as okay.
still calm, barely raises his voice. "We don't own the beach. We want your kid not to get hooked." And his dad is saying the exact same things that the kid did. "You can't tell my son what to do. You don't own the beach. Blah, blah, blah."
See, you can't win. You can't win. If they keep saying that, you can't win.
My
Remind me of
dad
the
is still
specific
agreeing
person.
with him. "Yeah, we don't own the beach." He keeps like shouting at my dad, yelling at him. My
How did this
dad
end?
doesn't raise his voice higher than just barely. Not even to the point of almost yelling.
It's just loud enough so they can hear him
Yeah.
from whatever distance they are at. Okay.
Oh, he's like right up to my dad. Not
Yeah.
in his
Okay.
face,
But
but
just
he came down for
chilling.
like a shout match or something. I don't know. It's
Bro.
to the point where I think almost anybody else would have started a fight or started screaming at him. But my dad is still very calm and like relaxed, trying to get him to calm down to talk, but he just doesn't want to. So my dad finally says, "You're not very bright, are you? I'm agreeing with you," or something like that, and that pisses
Okay.
him off.
Oh.
That guy is so. A fight didn't break out, thankfully. I don't think my dad would have let a fight break out,
Yeah.
especially because there were a lot of kids there. It's Saturday at the beach,
Just chilling, man. Come on.
and we're just there to get fish so we could eat, right?
Yeah. Come on. It's just you want to be safe, man. It's you can't win against those people.
No, you really
You,
can't.
you can't. You really can't.
Actually
You
crazy
gotta let.
people.
You gotta let them. My mom does like. She went through the similar situation, but it was like in the car. People, listening to signals and stuff.
Right.
I don't remember the whole entire thing, but I was there too. I'm just sitting at the back. Okay. Okay. Yes, I was sitting at the back, not the front, because I was too young. Apparently, I was like
Oh yeah, under
13.
the weight limit. Yeah, like too
Wow.
young and under the weight limit. Because it's weird when you're younger, because you're like, I want to sit in the front and see the stuff, but you can't because weight limit and height, age, whatever.
Well, they didn't. Well, they don't listen to that in the Philippines. They just let me at the front.
That's right. I forgot you lived in the Philippines first.
Yeah, so we're like kids would just go out in the rain, take a bath there, and it's very awkward for me because well, now I live in Canada. None of that happens here. So when I go to the Philippines, you see kids just running out, no clothes on, just in the rain. When there's a flood, they go into the flood, take a bath there.
Let's
That's
go.
like their pool. And then you see kids climbing trees for food, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm sad now. I can't do
Philippines is
this.
just a different place, man.
Monk, I can't say that.
I mean, you could.
Apes, literally apes, just literally apes climbing
Yeah.
trees.
I loved
Getting,
climbing trees when I was younger. Like I would do that for
yeah,
fun.
I would do that at the beach, but I guess I just lost the what's that word for it?
Dexterity, yeah. Like
Yeah,
grip and
I guess
stuff.
dexterity. Yeah. Uh, I think also the confidence. I guess
So
I'm not comfortable with
in
it.
my opinion, the funniest part about the story is it didn't stop after that.
What?
The dad, he ended up leaving, like all upset, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh.
so they continued to be like almost right next to us, but they didn't confront us or talk to us or anything. and the kid who I tried to get to move out of the way,
Yeah.
he would walk up and down the beach to go to different areas, do stuff. I don't know what he's doing really, but every time he would pass our tent, just locks eyes with all three, whoever the youngest people were, myself, my friend, my other friend, just locks eyes with us, like owl
Edgy.
neck as he walks by.
Edgy.
Scowl, angry face,
His head
like
does a full
staring daggers into us.
His head does a full 180. It says on his back.
Now the funny part to me is I didn't care about the situation because they were being dumb. That's not my problem.
You're in the right like place anyways. You're in the right position. You didn't do anything
Now
wrong.
what I did, I probably shouldn't have done this.
Okay, never mind.
What
Your
I
dad didn't do
did
anything wrong.
to bother him was I would lock eyes with him and see if I could stare longer than he did as he walked by
Why?
to annoy him.
Why?
He wants to come and bother us for, first of all, legally fishing. We have precedent. We have, I think it was legal precedence because we were there first, legally fishing and harvesting food. And we were there trying to provide food for our family. And these guys want to come and bother us. I'm just going to try and bother him as a good way. It's not
They
like
want to
I'm
get
going to
fished.
go and bother him or up to his tent and yell at them or try to start a physical altercation. I was just trying to get into his head a little bit because I thought it was funny.
Imagine if you just walk into your lines and you fish him instead and you have him for dinner.
I made a joke about that, but
Oh no!
I'm not gonna say it on there
uh,
because of.
asshole. Actual asshole. Dude,
Okay, I'll say it. I'll say the joke.
shit. What'd you say?
Um, when the kid was like arguing with my dad, I can't really say arguing because my dad wasn't getting loud or anything, like shouting at my dad.
Yeah.
I was standing with one of my friends, and he was like, "It'd be funny if you got hooked," and I went, "Oh yeah, we caught an asshole." I shouldn't say that, but
I would have. I would. If he kept staring at me, if I was like, if I was there and I was like 10 years old, I would have at him. Because that's what I used to do with my uncle. I hated my uncle, but he's cool now.
yeah,
He's still weird, but he's cool.
like I don't really like cussing or cuss that much, you know that.
Yeah.
But certain people are just gonna act away, and I'm just gonna express that.
Yeah, I let go of my chains a long time ago. I think you were at that time where I said frick,
Yeah,
frick, and then I joined. I don't know. I did
you
something and something pissed me off, and now I'm forever angry.
forever angry. It's a certain point where you realize cursing isn't like a taboo thing that you can never do. It's just you mind your manners. Like every other word doesn't have to be a cuss word.
You can't use it every time. It's like something you have to do it. Mm,
Like I used to go to the gym before COVID.
yeah.
There were a couple people who every other word was a cuss word, and they would like try to show off at the gym. And I was friends with the owner of the gym, so
Got can't
sometimes
use
we
it
would
all the
talk
time
about
though.
it.
I think you should teach people swear words, but you gotta teach them when's the proper time to use them.
Yeah, teach them manners.
Because either way, they're gonna still find a way to
They're still
know
gonna find
these
out.
words. Yeah, they're still gonna find out. So you gotta teach them, hey, you can't use this word here,
I was talking to some guy
and etc.
who,
Yeah,
well, he doesn't constantly cuss, but he'll use it in casual sentences.
yeah, that's what I used to do.
I don't really talk to him that much, but I remember him saying, as if he's a dad, he's gonna teach them all the words at two. I was like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's what my dad did to my sister.
He
Taught her all the
he
swear
brought up
words.
a point Like they learn it in daycare nowadays, which is true, and it's so sad. But that doesn't mean you bring them into that kind of world really too young.
You can't really, yeah, you can't do that. Or maybe that's why our the new gen is, uh,
Yeah.
help me.
Because you lose a little bit of that magic of being a kid and everything is like special and happy.
Your innocence.
Yeah. Just a little bit at a time when you learn these things.
I remember saying my first swear word. I didn't know what it meant.
I
You know
think
that
that
kids that would like say, "I'm telling the teacher," but no, they just go to the bathroom.
yeah.
Yeah,
So then you
yeah,
tell
I
the
got
teacher
trolled.
yourself.
What? I
No,
got
you've
trolled.
never done that? That's not what I
What do
mean.
you
I've
mean?
never it's not that I've done that. I just know people who have. Like
What?
somebody's gonna someone did something. Let's say Jimmy said a swear word on the playground.
Yeah. Okay, Jimmy.
And some
Mr.
kids
Beast.
like, I'm gonna tell the teacher on you.
All
And then
right.
Jimmy's so worried about it, he goes and tells the teacher, I'm so sorry for swearing. The teacher's like, you did what?
Oh my God! You hooligan! You buffoon!
You get played.
You got bamboozled.
I've
No,
s-
I would just say, no, 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 don't say it. No, no, don't tell them. You better tell us. Well, I did.
I've seen that happen before. It's so funny.
I remember it was in third grade. Well, it wasn't my first swear word, but it was like when the first time I sweared in class, I guess. It
Right?
wasn't really a swear. But I said, kiss my ass.
Oh my god.
I got in trouble and I stayed in for the.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you
I
didn't
didn't.
know what it meant, right?
I didn't know what it meant. I just knew like, oh hey, my dad watched a video saying "kiss my ass," and yes, that was the video. It was a bunch of Japanese people. It was a Japanese game.
Oh, that
Ja-
explains it.
yeah, and I don't want to go into detail explaining the game. Never mind.
No,
It
no,
was
it's
either
fine.
a
It's
girl
fine.
or an old guy. You were kissing their ass. You, you know, you wouldn't know.
That's fine.
Oh, but yeah, that's it. One person said that they were going to the bathroom like to troll me, but one person actually did tell on the teacher, and I got really mad. And that teacher gave we did a whole lecture saying you can't say these words. I'm like, okay,
Okay, I no speak.
I don't speak for the rest of my life. And yeah, I was like mute for
Oh, so
like
you
third grade to fifth,
oh,
somewhere in
okay.
there. So it
So you
literally
got like
ruined my
scared of
confidence.
speaking because you don't know if it was gonna.
Yeah, and I got my confidence back because my dad called me a female dog.
What a dad.
He didn't even mean like he didn't mean it as a joke. He literally just called me one. And I'm like, okay, well, guess I'm talking now.
I mean, you
Oh,
fixed it.
yeah, I
That's
fixed
the
it.
weird thing with parenting. There's no right way, but there's definitely a wrong way.
Yeah, definitely. You're right there.
And I'm afraid that if or when I have a kid, about doing it the wrong way. Because I don't want to raise a kid who is going to end up not knowing what to do with his life because of something I did.
Your profile matches whatever you just said right now. It's so sad.
Oh, the cat falling?
Yeah, that kid can go down that hole.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's just hard to think about.
But at the same time, I don't want to be one of those teachers that say, or parents that say, you can be whatever you want because it's not true.
You want to put some harshness. You want to put some reality checks there.
Yeah, like tough
You
love.
know. I think no, none of my parents did that. They just said, "Hey, you can be this, whatever." I wanted to be a firefighter, and like, yeah, you can do that. No, wait, I wanted to be Super Mario, and they're like, yeah, you can do that. I just thought of that now because in preschool, at the very end, like before summer, we would do this. What was it called? Not a yeah, a concert. And at the end of it, we would tell like everyone what we wanted to be, like on stage.
Oh no.
And I told the teacher I wanted to be Super Mario, and they're like, "No, that's not possible." I'm like, "Okay, firefighter."
Okay. Just accepts it.
Yeah, literally, because I didn't know what to say. That
I
that was
remember
basically it.
I remember meeting someone. We were talking about like how he didn't want to have expectations for anything. And he gave to me an example of he said this, if I go to the hospital, I just think I'm gonna die. So if I get out, that's better.
Ooh,
I've thinking about
wow.
it now. And then it didn't make sense to me because that seems like just a joyless way to live your life.
Yeah, that sounds.
Having
Yeah,
expectations, in my opinion, is one of the best parts of life because if you start a job and you expect to finish it with so and so anything and you complete it by yourself with
yeah,
your hands, it feels so
good.
good.
Feels
But
good.
if you go into it expecting to fail, it might feel fine, but it's not gonna be like I wanted to get this done and I'm able to do it. It's not gonna feel like you really had the top amount of like you achieved your goal.
Greatness. Oh, hold on.
I
Oh
just
no.
don't really like that way of thinking. I could understand like someone getting hurt with expectations and then they don't want to do that anymore. I could see that happening, but even if that happens, you have to just try.
Jesus! Oh my
Who's
god!
racing?
I don't know. It's been happening daily now. I don't want to turn on the air conditioner. It's
Oh,
cold
there's
enough.
some kid in my neighborhood that his parents moved out.
Yeah.
Well, first I remember
His parents
I was
moved out, not
friends.
him.
No, I was friends with him when he was younger, and then his parents moved into our neighborhood. His
Yeah.
grandparents, sorry. And then a couple years later, we stopped talking completely.
Oh,
Um,
bye.
I don't remember. We just kind of didn't talk anymore.
Uh, I mean that does happen. Yeah,
I
you
guess we
literally
just
don't
were
talk
kind
anymore.
of too different at that point.
And that's
Uh,
the same thing with me and most people in this Discord server. I don't really talk to like 80%.
yeah, people just kind of stopped talking.
People are just there. I mean, there was this one time where people were talking, but I kind of miss those times.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So he started living with his grandparents when his parents moved out for
Yeah.
maybe a job opportunity or something, and they were renting their house to someone else.
Yeah.
And I guess he got a car, and his friends would come over, and they would drift around the neighborhood.
Oh, come on.
Keep in mind, there are little kids, like toddlers, that go outside,
Yeah, go outside.
and they don't really know better, and their parents, they're either at work a lot of times, or they're doing something for their kids inside.
Oh.
So they're just kind of outside playing. You know how it used to be even 20, 30 years ago when everyone would just go out in the neighborhood and play. So these little kids are outside running around the streets or roads, and these adults are drifting around the neighborhood
Meow.
every night, like before it gets dark.
Uh, that used to happen a lot in my old neighborhood, but I don't. I think they moved out. Yeah, they moved
I
out.
don't
I
exactly
remember.
know what happened, but when his parents moved back in, it stopped immediately.
Privilege stripped away.
No more
No
freedom.
more. Exactly. No more. freedom. I'm not.
So what kind of experiences have you had moving from entirely different countries?
Well, you see, I was very young and I don't have any memories. All I
Okay.
remember is my mom telling me that I was very annoying on the plane because I kept crying, and they still tried to make me like speak their language, but I apparently just didn't like it, and they just moved on to English. I don't know if I self-taught somehow, but I they said, "Oh, you just spoke English," and okay, well, cool.
You just go from not speaking to hello, I am
I'm the
English.
only one in my family that's from the Philippines. Just
Really?
from the Philippines. The rest were born here.
Okay.
Two were born here. But that's basically it. Nothing much. I do have memories of my old apartment where same like situation, people would be loud with their cars and stuff, and they still are over here, this
Yeah.
neighborhood. Uh, I remember in this apartment, this older one, I I was afraid of this one fan, like just a fan.
Yeah.
I don't know what was wrong with me. I would cry when I would see that specific fan.
The
And
fan
we
hurts
have
you.
it here. It's right here, right next to me. I was afraid of this fan. My mom said that it was nothing, but I didn't listen. I kept crying. What was wrong with me? Being afraid of a fan. Did you have a fear of anything like that before or nah?
I was
Anything
one of
afraid
those
of
normal kids. That's not what I meant. I
No!
I meant to say I was one of those kids with the normal fear of like darkness.
Oh,
You
so
know, the
not just
stereotypical fears.
monster on my under my bed. So you weren't like me. I was afraid of a fan. Oh my god.
I know there was something random, like I can't remember what it was. Like I was deadly terrified of, and I don't know what it was. It was such a random thing.
Oh, I was afraid of a specific type of train.
Oh, I know what it was. So I
Oh,
used to have a bunk bed,
yeah.
and I was afraid of if I left my arm hanging over the side for too long, like metal bars would come down from the top and cut my arm off.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a bit. Wow.
I
Okay.
remember one day, I was like, "Oh, it's such a hard day. I'm sad now." And I put my arm out and I'm like, "Do it. Cut it off."
Oh my god.
And it didn't happen, and then I stopped being afraid of it.
Alright then. You got over your fears. Yeah, it took me a few years after we moved out. Oh my god. Ow, that hurt.
I can remember the feeling of it too, because I was like so terrified of it coming off.
Your
I
hand was
had like
shaking.
feel not I wouldn't shake or anything, but I would get it like some kind of sick feeling. Like I could feel it almost happening or something. Like, oh, anticipation, that's what it is.
Oh.
Anticipated patient for it happening.
Well, GG's.
G-
GG's.
GG's. Can't speak anymore. GG's only.
GG's only, exactly.
There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I forgot what it was.
Yeah. Yes, what was I gonna. Oh my god. Hazy. Stop. Um. Dude! Dude! I can't do anything about it. They just do whatever.
Throw pennies
Toronto,
at
you.
them. Oops, I spilled some pennies.
Having a balcony is always pain. I remember my brother. Okay. Okay.
Traffic
My
jam.
brother would always drop like toys off the balcony.
Oh
Because
no.
during this point of his life, um, we weren't able to calm him down because his
Oh.
autism was kind of still. I don't know how to explain it, but his autism would, show a lot. But now it's like no one would notice. It's like very mild. But
Okay. What
but
type of autism does he have?
I don't know. We always just called it mild. It wasn't too severe. It's not like uh yeah. It's just the only thing that bothers him is just very bright lights, and that's it. And when he gets excited, he still kind of flaps his fingers to show that he's like excited. But we try to prevent that because, well, we're afraid of people kind of judging him. So we trained him. No, not trained, but like we just taught him, don't do that. It's just a bad thing. I would do the same thing. I wouldn't flap my fingers, but I would make them form a little shape when I get excited. But
Okay.
that's it.
You know the different types of autism, right?
Yeah. Well, not like, uh, specifically the different types, just I know that people are. It can be different cases with other people. I watched a history of autism and seeing like how people like learn it or like at least discovered it, and people thought that it was like some sort of schizophrenia or
Okay.
something like that. And
So there are the
yeah,
well, okay, this is five major types. Asperger's, Rett syndrome, childhood
yeah,
disintegrative syndrome disorder, and Kanner syndrome.
yeah.
That's four. Where's the other?
I'm just like grateful that my brother isn't like. Of course, I feel like bad for those that have to suffer worse cases, but
So there was this kid at my school who had a very high functioning, where he could barely
okay,
speak,
yeah,
but he was really like any of the other kids. He liked going there and being friends with people and doing stuff. But unfortunately, like nobody would talk to him because
oh,
he looked weird from the outside.
yeah, yeah. It's same thing at my school. There's this kid.
I know I'm gonna get sad talking about this.
Don't worry.
Um, he wasn't in drama class. Me and a bunch of friends were, but I remember one day they brought him in because we were in that room for like show and tell or something,
Yeah.
and he had this poem
Ooh,
he wanted to say,
yeah.
and he had practiced it so much, and he still had a hard time talking about or speaking it, but he did a really good job.
Yeah.
It's like he almost didn't have autism.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
yeah. You know,
I know I would talk
I'm
to him
just
sometimes, and he was like a normal kid, and he would be so happy.
yeah. It's most of the time people think of it as a what do you call it? Dang it, I forgot the word. People treat people with autism like they are very, very. They treat them like children. Like
Yeah,
hello, whatever your name is.
they're so intelligent that nobody
Yeah,
knows.
they still they can do the same stuff. It's you
He
don't
even
have to soften things up.
he even went to the same gym that I did, just on different days that I went. But since I was
Yeah.
friends with the owner, sometimes me or my mom, who also went, would ask about how he was doing. And
Yeah.
I've got to say that that kid is so lucky to go to that gym because the owner is such a nice and loving guy that he would work with the kid specifically.
Ooh.
and he was just so awesome because the kid loved running around. He loved running.
Yeah.
So he would get to do as much as he wanted to at the gym.
All right. Yeah. See, I think my brother here, he, like, I know I don't show it that, it seems like when someone first meets me, they think I yell at my siblings, but no, that's just clearly all just fake. But I remember at school, like, my brother would always, he would cry because I wasn't there. So I would end school early just to be in his class, to always be there with him.
That's
And I
nice.
remember, like, before he even went into the school, my grandma, when she took my brother all the way to my schoolyard and just to play, right? But apparently no, he just wanted me to be there, but he didn't want to go home. So he would just lay down on the floor and just do his way of coping with anger, and it was to bang his head on the floor. The janitor came out, like no, like he would like get down and just start like hitting his head on the floor. And the janitor would come out and he would be like, "What's the problem?" And then he just wanted me. And I was in like the first grade during this, so like, and then they would just call me in and we would go home. And I'm like, what the heck? And at the time, I didn't understand. I didn't understand. It was until like I don't know, I forgot what age it was or I was where I started to understand them more
Right.
because since yeah, that was it. Like they just taught me everything that I have to be worried about
Yeah.
or to be more understanding of him. So that's why I took the time to just give him that laptop and my like keyboard and stuff. Like I got DC's keyboard or Don's keyboard not for myself actually, but it was for him because I knew I was just waiting to save up for a laptop to give to him so he can play like whatever games because I would just let him on my computer or on my old one as well because he didn't have anything of his own, just an iPad that was just slowly dying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's now right now he's outside. I think he's getting new shoes because it's his birthday today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's 11 now. Yeah, 11. My sister is another thing. We thought that she had like Down syndrome because of like I don't know something was wrong. We thought she also had ADHD, but no, she's just a very hyper child. Like, I s-
I was the
they
same when I was younger. Just
they really don't like each
extremely
other.
hyper, and I couldn't sit down.
You couldn't sit. But
So
again, she's able
I
to do things
th
on her own. Yeah.
so being an extremely hyper kid when I was younger, I was
Yeah.
all over the place, and I would be pretty loud doing stuff, and I could not, for the life of me, organize anything. And if your sister's the same way, the reason I think personally, the reason
Yeah,
why they're
yeah.
not getting along is people with autism are very hypersensitive to
Yeah, yeah.
hearing, seeing.
And seeing stuff, yeah. That's why my brother doesn't like bright lights.
Yeah, and they like, well, it depends on the type, but they like organizing things.
Yeah, they're completely opposite.
As they grow up, they'll learn to
They'll,
get along more,
they'll learn.
especially as your sister calms down.
The thing is, the laptop that I gave my brother has an RGB keyboard. So and he didn't really like it at first. So I'm like, okay, well hold on. I give him so since the Red Dragon keyboard has an option to turn off the lights, I did
Right,
that obviously for him, so he doesn't have to worry about it. And I was thinking of giving him my old mouse, my G203 that double clicked. But I was like, no, this is gonna be a very difficult thing to control, so
right.
I just gave him a normal office mouse so he can vibe with it.
I loved playing with Office mice because it was so comfortable for my hand.
The problem with this one is that the sensors they suck.
Oh yeah.
Like if you sometimes if you swipe hard and let go, like lift it up, it would continue for some whatever reason. So it was like he was playing on a controller.
Nice.
Oh, what's this map? Oh no, that's not a map. But yeah, that's basically it for
So
my
something
brother.
about kids who have autism with their hearing. I don't know if you've heard this, you might have,
Go ahead.
but they can't control like what they hear. They can hear they have hypersensitive hearing
Yeah,
and
they
they
get bothered.
can't focus on hearing like uh people without autism like we can.
See, my brother like has his own way of coping with that. Um, when he was younger, he had this blue blanket. Think of Charlie Brown, dude.
Right.
He had a blue blanket, and whenever we would go on this train, he would put it over his ears, and we were like, "Wow, this is." I was like, "God, this is interesting."
Oh yeah,
I was
getting
like, "Oh,
like noise canceling headphones. What are they called? Not the kind that you just like use for gaming, but it would block out sound so they hear
earmuffs,
less. Earmuffs,
earmuffs."
yeah.
Oh, remember
A
that
lot
video I
of
sent you where I had those earmuffs on in a face cam? Hold up. You took a screenshot of it. I'll
but
look
a
for
lot
it.
of kids with autism, those are really good for them because they hear maybe they'd hear a lot less like people without it would
Noisy.
be able to.
They get bothered by
Yeah.
everything. But
So
my
an
brother
ex
stopped using it now. We lost the blanket and he ended up just getting used to everything.
Okay.
He just
An example of the hearing thing would be if you're at a party where there's like loud music, everybody talking, you can still focus on your friend group, what you're talking about,
yeah.
but someone without autism, they hear
With
everything at once. They can't.
yeah, it's too much for them.
Yeah.
So they have to find a way to yeah, just deal with it on their own. But I my brother, I'm just happy that he's able to get through all of it because now like he it doesn't really bother him as much. It's just lighting that he really doesn't like.
Does he have sunglasses?
Yeah, he wears glasses inside.
Yeah.
He wears glasses inside.
I have to do the same sometimes, not for like an autism reason, because I have something else that makes me sensitive to light.
Yeah.
I used
Okay.
to go to this 4-H, and the lady who ran it was so nice and awesome on with understanding that. So if I was having a problem that day, she would like turn the lights off in the house for me,
Oh,
or
that's
just
sick.
be really nice and understanding of the problem. Because I can be outside and it's clouds covering the sky and everything, and it's still too bright.
Yeah. Uh, well, Andrew sent me some. What is that? No, get that out of my sight. There.
I think that's everything I can think about talking right. Or,
Talking right now.
English is completely gone.
Yeah, I think we use all the vocabulary
Every
of the
single word in the
bisector of the
English language.
perpendicular line.
No, not geometry, no.
Oh my god. So I'm just as we're talking, I'm scrolling through server messages.
No.
Oh yeah, the reason why I switched. I think I already told you the reason why I decided to ditch that cursed name. Did I or no?
You might have.
Yeah. So ever since my friends like joined these discords like you guys are, because at the time you guys were completely different friend groups, but
Yeah.
now it's like a bit of like you guys are both in the same area. But like the reason why I switched it is because Their brains. I kid you not. Andrew told me that he could not comprehend calling me that name, so he just at one point gave up. So I'm like, you know what? I feel bad. My parents also think I'm weird, so I'm just gonna change my name to whatever my name is now. So
Oh yeah, it was I think last year, 2 years ago. I had uh my computer's wallpaper, a, a fan art of Charlotte,
yeah, yeah,
and it was just like the character sitting.
yeah.
And my mom saw it, and she's like, "I'm worried about you."
My dad did the same thing, but it was just a girl standing, like it was just a silhouette. My dad just said the same thing. I'm like, okay, well, nice. I had Nezuko as my background too, and I understood when he said that. Ooh, he likes anime.
Also, my mom thought I was gay one time
What happened?
because I
Why?
wasn't dating anybody. And every time she would ask if I liked
Oh
somebody, I'm
wow.
like, nah, I don't. Because at the time I didn't like anybody. I
Oh,
had
there.
broken
Yeah.
up with somebody the year before, and I wasn't really ready to date anyone.
To do any? Yeah, okay. See, that's what I don't like. My parents just push that towards me. I'm not comfortable with it, so
To
that's
be
why I don't talk
fair,
about it.
she didn't know I was dating somebody.
Oh, so
So to her perspective, I just haven't gone out with anybody in my life. I was just really worried about telling her because it's her best friend's daughter. I guess if
ooh,
she watches the podcast for this point, she'll know.
ooh. For me, it's I don't feel comfortable talking about that because with my like family, I still keep stuff by myself because I have this online stuff,
Yeah,
and
I like to
usually
keep it
I
separate.
don't. Yeah, it's I like to keep some things separate as well, like in real life. Why are you like this? Noisy cars. Just when they found out my channel, well, when my brother found out my main channel, he's like, "Wow, look, Ian has a channel." I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool, yeah, 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 yeah." And they're like, "Oh, what do you do on the channel?" I'm like, "Oh, I just play games." And they kind of made fun of me for it because I'm like wasting potential talent, like
Not
piano and stuff.
not really to be I would argue that you're not really wasting potential. If anything, you're growing your skill farther, especially with the editing aspect.
Yeah, they know that I edit because my huh, what's his name? I forgot his name. There was someone in the family that would he had this camera. He would give it to me, and he would like teach me that like different things about photo editing, like his camera itself, the camera itself and stuff. And he would he was like that dude in the family that would just put things together, like videos, wedding photos, and everything.
Yeah.
And he would basically encourage me to do all of that stuff for me, or like teach me stuff. And yeah, that's basically it for that guy. He what's his name? I want Dexter. His name was Dexter.
Of course, his name is Dexter.
Dexter. He was the tech dude. He loved drums. He loved PCs. He loved photo editing. That got me into editing myself, like for
I
my own videos.
yeah.
But then I guess my like parents didn't really understand that.
I'm lucky because I love PCs editing like virtual art.
Yeah,
My
same.
parents are down with that. They were supportive about it. And my mom even, she's super good at Photoshop.
Teach me, teach me, please. Teach me, please.
And I was a little bit worried about telling them that someone offered to pay me to be an editor for their YouTube channel,
Ooh,
which by the way is not yet happened because
happened,
he's got
happened
to get a PC first and he's working a what's the word? A job that's not paying
a
as
lot.
well to sink money into a PC. I was worried to tell them about that, and when I did tell them, they were like, "Oh, that's really cool." Or, oh, that's awesome. I can't wait for that. Just
Yeah,
really happy about that. Even if I'm not the best at editing, I'm excited to learn.
improve more. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell then clearly. My family, it's a mix. They sometimes want me. My dad encourages me to stream, but for money. And I'm like, oh, that's not really how it works. Like,
You've got to build
not,
up a fan base.
and also like the internet right now is doo doo
Yeah,
fart
it's a weird
thing.
place.
So yeah. So I can't really do it daily.
Even this podcast, I've been talking about it, talking about ideas to my mom for 3, maybe 4 years. And every time I've brought it up, she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll even be on the podcast if you want me to."
Ooh.
It's just really cool to see.
Your parents, the old dudes, old man, old woman, the big guys
I
want to
feel a little
join
bit
you.
embarrassed because my parents are better at using computers than I am.
Oh, yeah. My dad's more on the old tech side. I He doesn't understand like what these PCs are. I had to when choosing out a laptop for my brother, he's like, "Are you sure this is okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is fine. It has an SSD, it has a hard drive." And I'm like, "What the heck is an SSD?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's a solid state drive. It's faster than a hard drive." Explaining all of that stuff, and he's like, "Is the RAM good?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's 8 GB. Should be good enough to run most games." He's like, "Are you sure? Can you upgrade it?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Is this monitor good? Yeah, it's good. Um, he's like, "Is there Bluetooth?" Yeah, most of them have Bluetooth. There's Bluetooth 5.0. Does it have enough USB ports? Like, yeah, yeah, it's fine. It's all good.
I got scammed, only having 2 USB ports.
Oh yeah, well, my brother has, I think
No,
two as well.
honestly, I don't care. It's really all I need
Yeah,
because I use a
just need
laptop
enough.
keyboard and I just have the mic and mouse.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you don't really need much. I was
I think
planning
it would
to
just
get.
be funny to like stick 18,000 USB devices in there and see what mess I can make.
I think you can make a better mess than me. I think. Oh crap! What's that? I gotta like somehow take a picture. By the way, most of these aren't even plugged in. Hold on. Most of these aren't even plugged in to my PC. There you go. It's sent.
Oh my.
But that's like the only thing that's messy about my setup. My desk just has a few like boxes from my webcam, but that's it.
Yeah.
My what's it called? Name. Oh yeah, my brother found like ever since my brother found my channel, he actually like watches my videos. And it's
That's
like
pretty cool.
weird. Like he watch I hear my voice in the background like what wait, what are you watching? And it's like, "Oh, hey,
Are
it's
you one of those people who don't like hearing your voice on a video?
it depends on which like what we're
Okay.
doing."
Okay.
I enjoy like hearing myself laugh. And also do those noises. What I do on my PC is I make it so I can hear myself.
Okay.
So like yeah, I make it so I hear myself.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I never like hearing my own voice.
You don't like hearing your own voice.
Even though I
Why?
love
Why?
love talking,
Why
as you can
though?
tell.
What's the reason? Like why you don't?
I don't know. It's maybe it's like a self-conscious thing. Maybe it's like, oh, my voice isn't deep enough, whatever. I'm a guy.
Uh,
Bleh.
I really
I don't
don't
know.
care about that for myself. I know there are like miscoms. I know there are people that have like what's it called? What's the word?
I think you had it right, misconceptions.
yeah, misconceptions about me. Ralphie thought I was gay. Uh, which I guess is like at the point of my there was a point of my life where I was like I was just very confused, but then I got over it. I'm like, oh wow, well I'm stupid. But anyways, Ralphie thought I was gay, and I'm like, why? He's like, oh, you said some sus stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so does Joe. So is Joe gay? Is Ben gay?
Yeah,
Or
the
that
thing
joke is
he's known Joe
overused.
longer, so
Yeah,
uh, and Ben
but
just acts like that for the entire time we've known him, so we know that.
but yeah, that dude is just I don't know. Ralphie's weird.
He is kind of
Still,
weird, but
still a cool guy though.
he's
I
fun
don't
to talk
understand.
to, honestly.
I don't understand some of his actions, but they're fine. Man blocked Joe for playing Fortnite. Man unfriended me multiple times for no reason.
Yeah.
But that's how he wants to act. I don't know. Okay, I'm fine with it. I'm used to it, and I don't really care. But I mean, I know I used to act a lot worse. Well,
Just
that's because I was young and I was on the internet when I was like what 10 on Discord. No, no. When was I? What age was I? 11, I guess. I don't know. But I was at that point where everything's just so limited to me. I don't understand that many jokes.
yeah.
Um, I'm still innocent. As soon as I say that, I go through the server messages again. And, oh, shorts.
Oh boy.
But yeah, that carried on for a long time until I got to like the older people, where they make me more self-aware. Remember what guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was basically at the same position as him, where everyone would tell me to you know, shut up, keep it to myself, etc.
I think we
That
were
kid
all
at
like
work.
that at some point.
Yeah,
Maybe some more
we
than
definitely
others.
were. We definitely were.
Yeah.
It, it's something that people have to go through in life, especially in school as well. Like, yeah,
I mean,
school.
bullying? Hot take. Ready, go. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's a
Oh
bad
my
way to start
god.
a sentence. No, it shouldn't be bullying. He travels. Because bullying obviously is bad.
Something like.
But long
Sorry.
pause. Dramatic reveal. No, there should be something. People need to learn how to act. And
Self criticism.
bullying is like the best stand-in because nobody wants to do the right thing. Nobody wants to do it the right way. So bullying is what takes its place, even if it's awful.
If
We're
it's
not really
bad,
doing
but
anything to
there can be
give a better option.
some like you know there are definitely better ways to change a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know like bullying is like you said, it's one of those things, but
There's definitely better things than bullying, but nobody wants to do it or figure it out. So unfortunately, bullying is what does it. Which is such a sad thing because
I
that
guess
can
there are
change somebody for the worse too.
some people can like look back and like it's like self criticism. I guess is that what
Yeah.
it's called? Yeah. Too
I
bad I
ever
didn't know
I
about that stuff.
remember
Just did it the hard way.
I remember when I was younger, I would it was on Minecraft, people would bully me.
Oh my god, same.
But honestly, now I don't really care. I think it's made me to a better person, even if it was the worst way to do that. I'm kind of glad for it. I just wish there was a different way for it to be done for people.
Yeah. I what was I gonna say? Uh
English gone.
Yeah, it's gone. I forgot what I was gonna say. It was something related. Dude, why does my brain do this?
Was it
Come
about the
back.
Minecraft thing?
It's like when I met Charlie is when I was more self-aware of my annoyance mainly, and it didn't really bother me, but it was kind of enough to like kind of keep me up late. I just think about my past actions,
Oh yeah.
like what people I've been hanging out with, because I've been hanging out with worse people, just people that weren't you know
Yeah,
very good.
when I was a
Not
lot younger, around the same point, is when I was getting bullied on Minecraft.
yeah.
This was before I used Skype, but I would hang out with some people that were not a good influence.
Yeah. Yeah, I still hang out with these people and they're a lot better now because well they've grown up.
Oh yeah, because we all got older together, really.
Yeah, they've all grown up and it's fine for me, it's fine for them.
No,
Kind of
no
move
longer a bad
we kind of
influence.
move yeah, we kind of move on past that point.
There's a
But
couple people that I knew who I've seen recently that changed for the worse, to be honest, and
oh
I'm
my
glad I stopped hanging out with them.
god. I'm glad I ditched the Minecraft PvP community entirely because I remember joining those servers and seeing all these people like docs and be completely stupid. Hey guys, this placebo works.
I love using the
Place-
placebo.
Placebo effect. Yeah, this placebo effect works, guys. Placebo.
Yeah, I made a point to I can't really say that I did because I met Charlie doing it, but I made a point to not really talk to anybody in the community. There's only a couple exceptions who I'm still friends with today, like
Yeah,
Charlie and Y Snake, Sig O'Brien.
snake. Yes, yeah. But those people, they're not like just Minecraft. I mean, they have their own things to
Yeah,
do. Again,
but
they're
really
like,
all we do is just kind of talk and play Minecraft. It's not like our personal lives are being broadcasted to each other.
yeah,
It's just an online friendship.
the casual Osu gameplay Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's basically it. There's nothing much to it.
I think the person who I most enjoy talking to out of the ones I listed, definitely Charlie,
Mm,
because it was more than just Minecraft. He showed interest in other games that I played, like Osu or Tetris, and
I
then
remember he
I
would
would do the
watch.
same for stuff that he would do. And
Yeah.
it wasn't a, hey, we're friends, so let's meet in real life, because we both have an agreement to online is online.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I basically have like before I met like if I take you out of the equation, I have or like you know I have no one that acts like that with me. I can tell like some of my IRL friends are kind of you know eh okay you did a good job man. But again, at the same, it's like those, the stereotype. Yeah, I do something, and then everyone's not interested because it's a completely different game that they
Yeah.
don't play. Like I sure Frost Dawn play Osu as well, but the rest they don't, so they don't really care. And then like Zach said, like sometimes he doesn't care because well, it's me. I set all these cool scores and all.
It's like
Same.
the white cat scenario.
Yeah.
It's like
Like
what
I understand it. And it doesn't really affect me that much. I'm like, okay, I understand. So
I almost
I
just launched my entire setup.
Ow!
Oh my.
Ow!
I've got this like scuffed setup, and I leaned my hand down in the wrong spot. Oh, Mike.
Anyways, it doesn't really affect me that much, but it's like kind of makes me feel bad for you guys because it seems like I'm taking everything away from Sack. You know, because when I jokingly said I FC'd Freedom Dive, he left the call and he messaged me. That was his reaction to when I FC'd Freedom Dive. He, him leaving the call was his reaction. So I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean like he's pissed at me or something? That's like behind my head when I
Yeah,
do something.
I've had things like that before, and not talking about it is the very worst thing you can do. But I understand not wanting to because it's uncomfortable and you want to
Yeah, so
continue being friends with that person
move
because you'll
on.
always have that fear of what if they just stop talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh no, what did you send me? Like 2 seconds of silence and
That's
Oh
uh
man.
that's how I feel with school because I actually no sorry wait yeah no, this is friend who his name is Depressed Bird, and
Right.
I kind of feel bad because he puts a lot of effort into his work, but I'm here half-assing it and I'm getting better grades than him, and he's all like congratulations, but I can hear in his voice that it's like kind of eh.
A bit sad.
It's like sad. It's like I put so much effort into this, but then you get the most out of yours. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I kind of feel bad. Me and him still talk. He's gone through stuff that I haven't, like a lot of severe stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I understand that you put so much effort only for someone to just come out of nowhere and or not come out of nowhere, but they just
Yeah.
sneeze on work and boom, there they're done. So I've
I know
kind of
for a couple years, this was maybe back in middle school, maybe the first year of high school. That's what I did. I like didn't really put effort into it, but I was still getting good grades and the teachers liked me. And I just kind
yeah
of felt bad for my friends that were in the
everyone
same classes
else.
because everyone there was kind of like not all of them were putting their best effort into it,
Yeah.
but I know my friends were putting effort into school and actually getting somewhere. And then I would be there like, hey guys, I got an A.
Yeah, it's again. That's why I'm muted for when I play games most of the time, or Osu. Like I've gotten more comfortable, like just unmuted, because I'm right now I'm not setting, or I've been setting like 6-star scores. But when I'm doing top plays, I'm staying muted. I don't say much unless it's like a really big play, like an 8-star.
Yeah,
Like there's these past few plays where I haven't said anything because again I feel bad, so I don't really RS my scores in discords where most people talk about. Like the only thing I said here was just a recent top play, like recent top plays. I only do like RS in Japan because not a lot of people really play Osu there. But it doesn't really only just apply to Osu, like applies to everything else. Like you said, like school, people put a lot of effort only just for you to just sleep on work and everything's just
yeah.
easier for you but harder for other people.
That is a difference, I think, in your brain. You can just think almost the same way as the teacher wanted you to, so it's going to be easier, where other
Easier.
people can't as easily think the same way and will have to put more effort into it.
Again,
But
people
honestly,
learn
that just means they're going to be better at something else. And maybe you're going to have to put a lot of effort.
people learn in different speeds, people learn in different like types, They have
I,
to see stuff, they have to touch stuff, they have to listen, maybe all at the same time.
yeah. I think if both people, like both friends, understand that, it's going to be a more healthy relationship for the two.
Yeah.
And even though it's uncomfortable to talk about it in the moment, it's definitely going to be better.
Hayden. Oh,
And I definitely had a problem with that at the time because it led to me, and I still do this now. I'm trying to
yeah.
break the habit of just procrastinating because, oh, it was easy. But then it's not that I've just stopped learning faster. I've started putting less effort because I don't want I'm not gonna say it like that. That's the wrong way to. That's not even the right way to explain it.
Hmm.
How do I explain this? I stopped putting as much effort because I didn't like it. I didn't like it being so easy, per se. I didn't like the way it was happening.
Okay.
So I kind of got tired of it.
All right. For me, like I know I say that I sleep on work, but at the same time, I get straight to it. Like I know most of it is easy, but I hate work. I hate having homework. So as soon as I get home from school, like I would just get out my book, start doing homework. But I think lately I've been slacking because it's online and I can do it whenever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it doesn't really affect me because I'm just able to do it. But I guess just the habit of me.
I feel bad for my parents because they noticed that I went from getting higher grades to procrastinating more than I
Yeah,
did before.
that's what I'm worried about right now.
And, they're them being great parents, they didn't want to see that, so they started getting on me to do it more. And now once I was out of high school, I I had a good GPA and everything. But I
Yeah,
feel like it put my parents through more stress than they should have
stress.
been. And I just feel awful about doing that to them because they definitely don't deserve it.
The one time where I wasn't on for like a whole entire month, I think I already told you it was just me going through myself, just mentally,
Yeah.
because I feel like everything that has happened just fell apart. So I'm just gonna. My parents were getting mad at me. I'm like basically just not focusing on any like activity at all. I started like failing science, well, not failing science, but like losing my grip on it. So I just got off and focused on piano, science, everything else. I think it was just mainly, yeah, it's just me, I guess, getting rid of my anger
Yeah.
from whatever reason, for whatever reason. Because I think
Because I know at that time you would get angry a lot and you would have to
angry,
go take walks every day.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I still do. Well, not walks every day, but like every other day.
Right.
Yeah, I went for a run, or like a really short run before it rained again. I got soaked. It's annoying. It's very
And
annoying.
it's a very common thing with everybody. Now they would be like straight A students and now it's online. They suddenly have a lot more freedom than they did before. So they
Yeah.
just kind of stop everything.
What do you like? What if you're the school? Like, what do you do about that? I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
just
I'm not I don't have the viewpoint of the school,
the
so I
school,
really
yeah.
couldn't
So you
say.
don't really know
I
if it's
have the viewpoint of what you were talking about, where I needed to stop getting online and do stuff,
just stopped, yeah,
but
entirely.
I didn't, and that was a huge mistake. Because it was a point of, instead of I needed to get off because I was getting angry all the time, it was one of the only things that would make me, like, happy. Like, I would get on and talk to you guys, and I
Yeah.
would be happy. And then I couldn't really be happy doing anything else, so I wanted to get back online.
Uh.
And not getting off and forcing myself to do that was easily one of the hardest things I've ever done. because I had to because I actually started failing geometry.
Oh,
So I had to like
step it
force
up.
myself to step it up and understand that more. Luckily I did it. And I
Yeah,
had to do that at the same time
you made it.
as trying to not I don't know how to explain this. I had to force myself to do that for geometry and basically the rest of school for high school,
Mm.
and then not have such an unhealthy attachment to everything online.
Yeah, online. Yep.
Because if I messed up, let's say, because I was really into Osu at this time, and it made me happy to play it.
Yeah.
If I messed up on Osu, the rest of my day would be ruined.
Ruined. Ruined. Yeah. Same thing for me. Same thing for me. That was my mentality. If I wasn't doing well in a game, a circle clicking game, everything would fall apart. And now just realize, like, thinking about it now, it's what's wrong with us?
Exactly.
We were that into the game. Now it's just
And when I was younger, and I'm sure you probably did this too, hearing the stories about people who were that attached to their games, I said out loud to my parents, "That's never gonna be me. I'm never gonna do that. It's dumb." And then I did it.
no. They showed me a picture of a really fat dude. They're like, "That's gonna be you." I'm like, "No, it's not gonna be me." Well, look at me now. I'm like at the edge, and I'm losing.
That's not exactly your fault. It could also be, genetics.
I mean, yeah, everyone.
Staying thin per se for whatever body type you are is almost completely genetics. You can't help or change that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my upper body just got very wide. Everything else just was small.
All you gotta
I
do is
I got swole for some whatever reason. I'm like, wait, what happened? Now I'm starting to think that it isn't me eating a lot. It's just muscle mass, just chonk.
oh yeah,
Something happened. I don't know. I remember my dad, or not my dad. Oh yeah, it was my dad like forcing me to exercise at a very young age.
right.
And I think that's the reason why it kind of stunt my growth.
Man, when I
So
was
everything,
younger and I started climbing trees very young. And all
yeah.
of that exercise, especially mixed with me being super hyper and just climbing trees, playing soccer. I hate what you sent me.
We going.
Playing soccer, sports, always outside. I had a six pack when I was really little,
Oh my god.
and then
Yeah,
I stopped and I
you let it
started
go.
gaining. I can't say gaining weight because I wasn't.
Just flab.
I'm not gonna explain everything, but I was really skinny and just young, and I didn't have muscle mass anymore
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess that does happen.
because I've got a crazy metabolism. Everything I ate during the time of sports and stuff went into muscles because I was constantly working my body. And then I
Yeah.
went from that, instantly stopped, and went to like sitting on the computer for schoolwork, games, watching videos, whatever. It went to keeping me from getting fat. It didn't go to my muscles anymore.
Uh, as a kid, I really didn't. I really wasn't into sports that much. I played like soccer. That was basically it. I would just go into monkey bars. That's what they're called, right? Monkey bars?
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
fun.
monkey bars. And I was extremely like flexible, like but then I just stopped and I play games every day. Ever since they gave me that computer, I kind of
Yeah.
eh. But I'm trying to get that back right now by just going outside. And obviously you've seen me on for like less hours.
Yeah.
clearly, because now I literally have a job and I have to prepare stuff for like before the lesson, like give them homework, what like like what's it called, mark their homework and
Being
all
a
that.
teacher is really hard.
It's really hard. I know.
And the students don't understand everything that goes into being a teacher because you have the mental and the preparation. The expenses mostly come out of your own pocket.
Bucket. Yeah, exactly.
And you want your students to succeed, and all they see is what you present to them. Like, oh, you're a well-off guy because you have this job and you're so knowledgeable about your subject. And then they don't really pay attention in class. They could start failing whatever. And
They
that
don't
puts a
really.
mental strain on the teacher as well because you feel like you're failing them.
You're failing them. Yeah, you don't feel like you're doing your best. Everything like could have gone better. Maybe if you like teach in a specific way. But there's no like right or wrong. Well, there are wrong ways of wrong ways of teaching.
It's like being a parent.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
no right ways, 100% wrong ways.
Right now, my students they're good. They're apparently I'm doing a lot better than the original teacher. But that's because my teacher is well, he's had years of experience, and of course he's gonna be strict, and I'm gonna be a bit more friendly towards the children because this is my first time teaching the
Right.
younger
You
grades.
haven't had to deal with those really, like, bad kids yet.
Yeah, but I am becoming a bit more tough towards them by saying like, I can't really give them the answers to everything, so I'm gonna say you have to analyze this by yourself and everything. But yeah, that's like it for me. That my students they're great again. Like I enjoy teaching them. They if they want me to play something, I will. But if it's something like I don't know, like if it's a song that's just overly difficult, then I won't do it. I think one of them told me to play the last movement of Moonlight Sonata, but I was like, nah, I can't do that yet, man. I can't
Not
do
yet.
it within a one sitting. Take me weeks.
I think something that's good for all students is not looking at the personal life of their teacher, but watching the teacher learn something for themselves. So
Yeah.
it's not like the teacher's this
The old
invincible,
man, the wise
all-knowing.
man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
This being.
because the class is for the subject that the teacher knows everything about. There's a question, it gets answered with concise, proper information.
Yeah.
But if the students get to see that person learning something, it'll they'll just see more of a
Human.
yeah,
Yeah. See them more as. I don't want to say human. Like more personality,
yeah.
I
Obviously,
guess.
I've I can't really say never because I have teach some kids,
Yeah.
but I've
Hold on, your
never
mic's staticking. Hold up. Mic's staticking.
dying.
Talk again?
Hello?
Yeah, that's fine. Should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep going.
But
So
I've
you've taught
never
kids.
actually had to stand up in a classroom and know everything and teach the children.
I guess it's different for me because when I teach them, they already know that I'm just someone that's also being taught by a teacher. So they're gonna already know that I don't know everything.
Right.
I'm yeah, I'm better at playing stuff than the actual teacher, but my teacher has years of experience like calculating all the counting and all the beats, all he can just analyze things faster than me. I have to write things down,
Right.
and that's what I teach like the students that you have to write these down, you have to read this out loud to get every single information right because in piano, no more, no less. You can't. You have to play exactly what's there,
Yeah.
unless you know everything. Like if you know the whole song, you put your own things in it. That's my way of teaching. If you know the whole entire song, feel free to add your own little stuff, your jazz to it, I guess. And again, I'm also learning different instruments. I still have the guitar here, but I haven't touched it in like 2 months. So
And I wanted to learn the guitar, but that was when I started to teach myself the guitar.
yeah.
Is around the time that I lost motivation to, or lost motivation for school and learning and everything like that. So I still have it, just never learned it.
You
And
just
now I've got a lot of other stuff to
to
do and
do.
happening, so
Can't really fit that into your schedule.
I'm gonna find a way to. I don't want it
Right.
to be like that time again when I stopped doing everything just because I didn't have motivation. I want to, I don't, I'm not gonna say I want to. I'm going to find a way to do it. And
Uh,
I'm gonna do it in a healthier way this time.
oh crap! It was Leg's birthday yesterday.
Forgot
It
about
was
that.
Leg's birthday. Uh, happy be. It was his birthday, right? 17th. Should be. Whatever. Wish him happy
I thought it
birthday.
was earlier,
I thought it was the 17th
right?
of. Wait, no, never mind. It was June. My bad. June
Yeah,
17th.
I
He's
thought
already
so.
bad. Yeah, I thought it was
Because I
July. Okay.
remember talking to him.
Alright. For me, right now, I mean, it's the weekend. I can do whatever I want, really, but I still gotta still practice my songs, kind of. It's the only hard part about seeing though is actually being able to do it or getting up and doing it. I think yesterday I stood up a bit late. I think until like 1. Was it 1? Yeah, somewhere around there. To like kind of play a bit of games and then go back to my piano and play it.
Yeah, that's something that helps with focusing is not sitting down for like 7 hours to focus on that specific thing.
You just
That's
gotta
just
move
not how
away,
the human brain works.
move away
Yeah,
from
some people
something
can do
to.
it, but the average brain cannot focus on something for that long without
Um,
messing up.
that's why I'm like on and off most of the time.
Yeah.
No, do I have to go all the way through? Okay, just gonna scroll all the way up. Mouse
For
wheel.
the entire time I was in school, I kept bouncing back and forth between having an idea for I want my life to go, and then
Oh,
I didn't because I figured that would take too much effort, or I had this problem of looking at the big picture and not the first step to start. And I'm like, I can never do that. Until this last year of high school, when I I don't want to say my favorite teacher, but she's definitely my favorite teacher. Um,
yeah.
I was in her psychology class, and it was the best thing. I loved it so much, and the way she taught, I could understand everything.
Uh,
And now, I'm gonna start taking more psychology classes in college. And I'm
yeah, that's
not
just
gonna look at the end product until I start taking steps.
start taking. Yeah, the same for me right now. Like, I was really scared when I first got into first year of high school, and now it's over now, and I have like l- lots of hope. Like my business teacher, like business and technology teacher, she's my favorite, and my music teacher for that school is my second. Like they taught in cool ways. And now I just have very high hopes for the next grade. Maybe not for gym. Gym probably just isn't my thing, but it's gym. Who cares?
Right. I liked going to the gym before COVID. That was one of my favorite parts of the week.
I didn't like oh, hello. What's this? Sorry. Honestly, I don't really like gym, like even in elementary. And yeah, there was some fun stuff, but most of the time I didn't really get to do it because my some of my classmates wouldn't listen. So
Mm.
it would be a really boring class, or it would be a really boring session of us just playing around with the basketballs and soccer balls. But like here, it's gonna be more intense, I guess. Just
Yeah.
running outside. That's why I'm like kind of preparing for that as well.
High school gym, or at least where I went, is drastically different to middle school and elementary school.
What did you guys do?
Well, not drastically different from middle school, but
What did you guys do? Get compared to
more practicing for like sports and stamina stuff. There was some lifting every once in a while, but I don't know. It's what you would normally see in high schools, I guess. And then middle school was like almost the same thing, just a lot less of it,
oh
and you would play a lot more. Then elementary school was just like playing. Like they would set up games for you and you would just get to play it.
yeah. Uh, yeah. Apparently for gym in this school, you just there are two different teachers and they have different well, of course they have different ways of teaching. One of them is extremely strict. It's like one of the stereotypes where they yell at you,
Uh,
like they're in the military, and one's like really chill and they kind of take it easy on you.
so you literally have the two gym teacher stereotypes teaching.
Yeah. So the military dude, the the one that yells at you, he it seems like he doesn't care that much about your well-being because well he lets you run, he makes you run outside with a mask on, but the
Hmm.
other one doesn't. He's like, oh, you can pull your mask down, it's fine. But the dude, and he's like, you can, if you get tired, you can like walk the rest of the way, because that's what Don told me.
Okay.
And the other one, he's like, don't stop, don't even walk. If you talk in his class, he's gonna get rid of points. Uh, he's gonna put you in detention or something. Not detention, but like you would just get in trouble. One time, Don told me that while he was in his online class, like the strict teacher's online class, he thought that Don was sleeping, but no, it was just Don's eyes, cause we're Asian. So he thought that Don was sleeping, and Don got in trouble for going to sleep, but he was still awake,
Nice.
which is kind of unfortunate. At least I think he still got a good grade in gym.
Yeah,
The
I guess that is
all
kind of hard to tell online, with camera angles and stuff.
thing is, he has to have his camera right in front of his face, but I guess that
Oh, okay.
the teacher had the window really small that it looked like he was sleeping. Teachers have those small little laptops. Little laptop.
Imagine a teacher with like a four monitor gaming rig.
I have a teacher that has a studio. That's like it.
That's nice.
The music teacher, he cool. He got lots of consoles.
Music teachers are always like cool.
Really cool. Really cool. Except for mine in grade 8. No, we had two. One was very, very weird. Um, he was he made everyone feel uncomfortable
Oh, that's nice.
because well not only was the class very scuffed because of the broken instruments, but his way of grading was just unfair, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. It was just very unfair. The second teacher was very strict, and he would turn very red when he got mad. We called
Like a
him a
cartoon.
tomato. Yeah, we called him a tomato. Borga. Tomato Borga.
Oh,
But
what?
that was it.
That's right. I wanted to ask what your favorite food is, like from America, and then if your parents make Filipino food, what's your favorite for that?
I like spaghetti. No, like I genuinely like spaghetti. Like Filipino spaghetti, it's okay. I like it. Uh, there's another Filipino food called palabok. It's like spaghetti, but I don't know how to explain. It's orange. It's orange spaghetti. Think of orange spaghetti with crispy pork
Spicy?
and eggs. It's not. I guess you could put spice in it, but I just eat it normally. You can put like lemon, eggs. That's ba-
Huh.
I think that's it for Filipino food. I don't
That
really
sounds
like
pretty good.
anything else. For like over here, I mean, it's very tough. Yeah, this is very hard to think about. Wait, I really like fries, poutine. Basically, poutine. It's like
Huh.
It's on top. I depends on which one too. Like I like it with bacon, but they don't really sell that much here. Bacon
Okay.
poutine, not that much. I like macaroni and cheese, but we don't have it that often, even though it's like right there. But again, still crazy to think that macaroni cheese was once like a delicacy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
There was a video
it's
about that, right? Because I think
I
watched it.
guess I read a lot of history because I actually do enjoy history too.
Okay.
People say that's boring. Same with English, but I like really enjoy those two.
There are some
Kind
history things that I like. I like less the historic battles and more of other history.
yeah, definitely. I really like reading history of of mac and cheese in high school. Learning about like the Great Depression and how Kraft was one of the best
Yeah,
food
I remember
sellers at the
learning about
time.
that.
I was so into that. I really loved it. That's how
So,
I aced geography by talking about mac and cheese. Yep,
just every assignment. Have you heard that Kraft? Stop right there.
Kraft.
You get an A.
Yup, Kraft. You just have to say Kraft. That's it.
Kraft. Like Minecraft? No.
Yes. Learning about craft was the most fun thing, and then we talked about Among Us. Yeah, somehow we went from craft to Among Us. I remember this class. Man, that was cool.
So I started asking everyone that moved from one
Different
country
countries.
to
Yeah.
like Canada or America because those two countries, sorry, Canada and America have such a different culture of food than most
Food.
everywhere else,
Yeah.
and they always have an answer, and
Oh, what did they
it's
say?
usually
What's like
pretty
the?
different.
Well, give me an example. Like their favorite food here, I guess.
So I asked someone from Puerto Rico,
What did they say?
and he was talking about like bacalao. How do you say it? Bacalao? I don't know.
Okay.
And in America, it was like can't, I can't remember. I'll ask him again when I see him. But it was something like simple and like something you would just get at a restaurant.
See, but it's like difficult here because Canada is one of the most diverse countries. We are very accepting here, so the food here isn't just like, ha, you eat pancakes and syrup.
You eat burger and be
You
happy.
what did they like that? that's like
America.
usually the stereotypes. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Canada, America. But no, like every single corner you'll see different like things. Is it the same over there for you guys? Do you guys like? Is it usually
Pretty
like one?
diverse.
Yeah, it's pretty diverse, right?
There's obviously a lot of the fast food chains, which I want to talk about a different time because they're so different elsewhere.
Yeah,
But they sell everywhere sells a burger, like fries, that's the kids' meal, chicken nuggets.
but here it's like completely different. We as kids meals like it's not like the typical. I don't know how to explain it, but
But then you
that's why I
can
had to love it.
go to somewhere like, okay, so America, certain places have so many like Spanish restaurants
Yeah,
because that's where a lot of people from Mexico and Puerto Rico and Cuba
come
go
from.
to.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
You go.
other places have like Italian stuff or like things from India, China. I know in
Yeah,
New York there's like Chinatown. So they're like their own localized areas. And it is a huge melting pot. I just don't know if it's as much food-wise as Canada. And
and everything just bleeds out in every single neighborhood.
yeah,
So yeah,
the reason I ask about the food is because being born in America and have since I've never left, it always interests me to hear other stories. And
yeah.
because I'm part Puerto Rican, I've been able to have Spanish foods and America food growing up.
Growing up, yeah.
And despite having both, my favorite food is arroz con pollo.
Oh,
Hold on,
what's
kind
that?
of stuffed a little bit.
That's fine.
It's arroz con pollo, just rice and chicken basically.
Oh,
And I love rice, like
we all do.
Spanish rice though, and a non-alcoholic malt beverage, which is literally just called Malta,
Yeah.
which everyone else I know hates.
Why?
I'm not
You're
entirely
not
sure.
sure?
It's got a very different taste than any other American drink I've had.
Well,
It's kind of carbonated like soda, but if you tried to give that to someone like soda, they'd probably punch you. It's such a different taste. It's hard to explain, to be honest.
yeah. See, like I'm like I said, I'm the only one that came from a different country. The rest of my siblings stayed here, so giving them Filipino food is very difficult because they grew up with like just mainly what's here.
Right.
Like most of the ingredients we use, we just use like we. I think at the time we couldn't use like Filipino ingredients. I don't know why, but now like some of them they really like the stuff I like.
Yeah. Uh, Moving here from a different country, and then your kids grow up on the American food, they're gonna have very different taste buds from back home.
Yeah, you're not there. Yeah, it's not gonna be as. Ah. Okay, sorry that car.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, clearly they're gonna have different experiences.
Like,
There's some stuff I don't really like, but I'll still eat it because well, I want to be
oh,
respectful.
plátanos. Sorry, plantains. Those are. My brain just went back to Spanish. Oh yeah, despite not being fluent in Spanish,
Yeah.
I'll still think in Spanish sometimes,
Oh,
even though I grew up in America.
that's the
It's
same
like
thing for me in
food.
French. Like I would sometimes like say stuff in French, like more than my actual home language, my home tongue.
Yeah.
My parents are like, why? How come you can't? You can speak this and not this? I'm like, well, you see, I have 9 years of experience with this language, and only like what 2 in the other. And you guys didn't even teach me properly, so I'm only able to understand that language, but I can't speak it.
Right.
I'll like swear in French, scream in French, and everything.
Nice. I
Oh my
remember
god.
I remember
Yeah.
talking to someone from school because we were both big into anime. They were telling me how they learned swear words in Japanese so they could say it and not get in trouble. And I was thinking, I'm not going that far.
Oh.
I can understand why they would do it. You know, because you don't want to get in trouble. But I feel like just don't say it in the first place.
Yeah.
Find a different way of expressing yourself,
No swear. Swear bad. Swear bad.
basically.
Oh. Yeah. This whole conversation brought me all the way up to the first ever text we did in this server. Oh my. Yes, XD.
Oh no. How long ago was this? 2018, wow.
Damn. Been that long.
That's like almost the end of 2018 too.
Yeah.
But for my favorite American food,
Oh.
it's like the most stereotypical thing.
Burger.
Yeah.
What do you like on your burger? Hold on. What do you like on your burger?
Okay, so I started making my own burgers,
Yeah, yeah,
and I'll put the buns, normal bread, whatever. I don't
yeah.
care.
Well, we
So
want the
it's
juices, boy. Come on. We want to know what you want on
I'll
it.
put lemon pepper on it,
Okay.
the burger, ketchup, tomato, onion, lettuce.
Wow. You see, I'll just take anything. I don't care. I'll take if you'll put whatever anything on a burger. I will eat the burger.
Sometimes I'll just eat the burger with bread on it if I'm in the mood
Oh wow.
because
It's
it's
just
good. It's good
on
to
its
me
own.
either way.
Yeah.
It's just one's more filling and has more flavor. Honestly, aside from that being my favorite food, I will eat anything.
Oh.
I guess
Yeah,
it's
I'm
because my tastes are different from my dad making the Spanish food for me
Spanish food, yeah.
and the American food. I'm not as picky as other kids.
Oh, I'm very picky. Oh, hey. Wait, the Osu channel chat doesn't have that many messages. Okay. Look how happy you were.
When I got a 200?
No, look how happy you were. You pigged me.
For what? Oh, this is gonna be so embarrassing. Oh my. No.
Anyways, I'm like very picky with food. I really, I don't know. I don't know when I developed this, but I used to be able to just, like whatever you put on the table, I'll eat. But now I'm like, I don't want to eat that. It's like, I don't know. I don't like.
Oh, there was something I wanted to say about the Marta. See, I can say it almost right, but I can't get there. Like the Spanish side of my family, they say it so different. They just say
Differently.
it so well. I
That's
can't
that is
do it. I don't know why. And I can say
continue.
I can say most other like Spanish things despite not having an accent at all.
Hmm.
Like, where was it? I had a conversation with one of my friend's grandmother from Colombia,
Hmm.
and she told my parents. I found out because my parents told me, but she told my parents that even though I didn't have an accent, when I spoke, it sounded like I was a native speaker.
Oh,
It was really funny because when we were leaving, I was talking to my friends, and then I started talking to my other friend's grandmother in Spanish,
yeah.
and the friend I was talking to just had no idea what happened because I like instantly switched Spanish. She didn't know
You
I
had
could
to
do that.
switch. You had to switch. Jesus. Hi. Bye.
So the same day that I went fishing, on the way home, one of my friends is also Puerto Rican,
Yeah.
and his dad was in the car with us. So I was talking to him about his favorite foods and whatever. And then I was saying some stuff in Spanish, and the kid, or my friend, called me kid.
Yeah.
I didn't, I don't know why I called him the kid. So my friend didn't really know what I was talking about. And his dad said that him and his siblings do not like mata.
Oh.
Which I thought was pretty weird because they also grew up probably eating Spanish food.
Spanish food. Yeah. I think that's just I don't know. Human body's weird,
Yeah.
or maybe we're just weird.
That's why I
Uh,
like
I,
psychology so much. Because I get to study it.
it's I go insane if I like think of something that just hurts me in the head. I enjoy it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't wanna think about it.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Hold on, I'm checking the. This. What is this?
I missed it. Unfortunate. I missed the 727.
No. What's this?
I think this gotta be the end of the episode, actually. It's
All right.
almost 2.5 hours long, and I still have to edit it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, how do we end this? How do we? What's
Adios!
our? Okay, no, we gotta have something. We gotta have something here. Yeah, we'll think about it. Maybe adios is gonna be our placeholder for now.
No. Thank you for
No,
watching the first episode of the variety of. I just got a notification. Let's go!
you gotta say it in Spanish.
I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Hold on, I have an
GG's.
idea. Google
Oh,
Translate. Let's
good
go.
games. Good
Spanish
games,
person
chat.
translating Spanish.
Wow. Wow. Mad. Alright, boys. That's class. That's class.
Class is over. Ding, ding, ding. I'm gonna butcher this so bad on the first try. Gracias
Ni-
por ver el primer episodio de Variety of Life. Adios.
yeah, adios.